Hello everyone, Green Gemini here. Welcome back to Cooperville in Cities Skylines II. So as we see, we are starting out here at the commercial promenade area that we did in the last episode. Again, really happy with how this turned out. I started peeking around, poking around with what we've got going on here. And in our city, we have got a major traffic problem. Like, we have the traffic trying to come into the city, and it is all the way backed up, all the way over here. Like, seriously, like, to almost the entrance of the map. And then what I also noticed was that we have all of this traffic coming in over here on this side as well. And a lot of that is because that traffic is coming in from over here trying to get into the city because we don't have a way to get into the city from that end. So we need to do a major city expansion, starting with a different entrance into the city. I started going through and I started looking at what we could potentially do here. And I think what I want to do is this area right here. We have a lot of forest. We have a large mountain that is in here. We're going to have to do some terraforming. We're going to have to kind of level some stuff out. But I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to go through and purchase this area over here and get an intersection in here, connect it up to this part of the highway over here, which means we'll probably have to run the train line underground, or we're going to have to take it above ground, one of the two. And then I'm also going to end up having the highway kind of go off in this direction, probably end like somewhere around here, and then kind of go from there. And then from there, we'll be able to look and see how is it that we want to design our road network throughout here, because this is probably going to end up being a lot of our downtown area that we're going to have. We have some area being built up here. We have a little bit here. We're going to extend that down this way and over here as well. That is also going to give us some expansion for our industry over here on this side, even still along the railroad tracks. I think we're going to end up being able to have our rail yard probably in here somewhere too. Still haven't figured out exactly where, but it's part of what we're going to be doing here. So for now, though, what I'd like to do is I'd like to go ahead and get these 6 squares here purchased. That's going to give us the ability to have this area up here that we need, and this area down here so we can put our intersection in. And then we're also going to have access to the highway over here and the train for us to be able to connect it up over there as well. Now, pardon me. The tile upkeep for this is going to be $152,000 a month. I thought that was going to be a lot. We're making $57,000 an hour. We're making $1.3 million a month right now. It's kind of a drop in the bucket. It's about 10%, maybe a little bit more, maybe 13% of where we're currently at. So we're going to do that. We're going to purchase that. So is that going to take our money down a little bit? Yeah, it is. That's okay. It's part of the growth of the city. And what I was doing was I was kind of debating, do I want to leave this large hill in here, or do I want to flatten it out? And I want to do both. I kind of want to, so, you know, we've flattened this out right here, and we have this cliffside that's right here, okay? And then I kind of want to do a little bit of a tier, in a sense. If I go to, so here we've got my leveling tool, and I kind of want to look to see, what is this going to look like if we just, let's just use the soften tool. Let's see what this does a little bit. Let's see, strength, we're going to put up to 70. The size, let's go up to 400. That's better. I just want to soften this down a little. The thing that I like about this game is that the terrain tools don't cost any money now. Like they used to, I believe, in Cities Skylines 1. I think you had to. That or it was like, it was dirt. If I'm remembering correctly. I don't remember exactly. It's been a long time since I've played that game. Let's go ahead and level this out a bit. And I'm going to say... So the highway is here. I'm going to right click that. And then if I just click here, that's going to take it down tremendously. That will take it down tremendously. That is a lot. So instead of that, let's click here. Let's put it back up to where it was-ish. We're going to soften. I feel like I need to get rid of all these trees. Honestly, to make it a little bit easier on myself, I feel like I might need to do that. This is not going to be easy. Okay, that's not what I wanted. Let's take that to about here. Okay. So I think what I'm wanting to do is then we'll soften this. So we've kind of created a little bit of a plateau up here for us to have our highway interchange. This just needs to completely soften all the way down. Don't like it. Don't like it one bit. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to get rid of all of these. Do I have to have the actual tree selected to get rid of it? It appears so. But that's all right. We can always put the trees back later. Are the trees going to cost money? Yeah, they are. That's all right. No, it's not that one. This one. Oh, get rid of that. There we go. Instead of matching type only, let's get rid of everything. Thank you very much. Okay. It just gives you a better idea of what you're dealing with and how things are going to line up for all those trees to be gone. Which this is actually looking pretty close to where I thought it was going to be. Soften this a little bit more. See, because now I can actually see where the terrain lines are, how steep some of this is, because this is extremely steep right here. So I do not want something that steep around. Let me go, let's level this. Okay. Yeah. The city is going to get interesting, I think, because with what we're doing with this, let's bring my brush size down about half. Got something there that we're not going to be able to level out. That's okay. Go ahead and get this done. There we go. Now, I know it's very, very flat. Let's take our softening tool in here some. All right, so as we've gone through and leveled this out and everything, now I want to check on our intersection, which I want to use this trumpet intersection. And I don't necessarily want to have it directly connected to this. I want to bring it out some. And I also want to turn it. So when I'm looking at connecting this together, we're going to have an intersection come off of this and come out here. And then I want to take this. Let's see, medium capacity, three-way. This is probably what I'm going to end up using over there. Maybe. I don't know. We'll probably end up using this trumpet intersection in both spots, actually. So if I take this and I go... Where's that at? That is here. And I think what I'd like to do is go ahead and put it here. So we'll do that. I'm going to need to pause this. And then I think the next thing what I want to do is that you've got this coming down this way. But I think I'd like to get this section right here of Madison Highway and Hawthorne Highway. We're going to go right here. Let's take that section of the bridge out, or the bridge, the railroad tracks out. Take that out. I want to grab... believe it's the two-way track. Yeah. So I'm going to take this. We're going to go out. Let's go down. See, the railroad track is there. Let's go straight this way.
A driving advisory has been issued for the immediate area due to poor road conditions. Please exercise caution if you must drive and try to stay off the street.
Then we're going to need to go up with it to here.
This has been a local public service announcement.
Okay. So that is fantastic.
I hope you're having a great time. This is Liz Peterson on the atmospheric.
Is that only... Hold on.
This just in from traffic. If you're thinking about hitting the streets,
Is that really only doing one lane? Interesting.
Good to know, Jim.
Interesting. So this is it. Oh, I see, I see.
It's worth slowing down.
Okay, hold on. So this actually needs to be upgraded.
I'd rather wait an hour in traffic than to have to start thinking about everything all the time.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so I put the wrong track in here.
And on to our main feature story.
Okay, live and learn.
Booming as the area is attracting more high-end stores, bringing the latest in luxury to our neighborhood. You can now shop for designer shoes while sipping a fancy local Jarva mate, or so my wife tells me. That's good for business and good
Okay.
for the community.
Thanks.
I am not okay with that. If I go downgrade to that, upgrade back, that'll work. Okay. All right, that works. Lesson learned there. And then what I would like to do is go ahead and get... We're going to take a large section of this highway out. Honestly, the same trumpet intersection is going to be very, very beneficial to us right here. Probably should have placed that first before I placed this one. Ooh, you know what though? That's gonna be okay. And the reason for that is I think we'll have this come out and curve around to here. It'll then go into here, and then this will actually just dissipate into this area here. I like it. I like that. That actually, okay, that works out. That does. That works out really well. Let's go ahead and grab a 3-lane highway. So highways, 3-lane, 1-way. I want to go... Just make this go as seamless as possible. Now, it is very probable that we are going to have to upgrade some things, but, you know, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Now, when it comes to this highway here, I want to do a 2-lane highway, and we have parallels built in. And then these are already where they need to be. And then I'm going to take this highway, and then I'm just going to curve it to about there. We're going to take this, that's 180 degrees. 90 degrees. I need this to go at a 90-degree turn-ish. Let's go to there, and then I should be able to just go straight on. Just like that. Okay. So we will have people coming into the city this way. They will go the off-ramp this way, which future-proofing. Let's take a look at widening this just a tad. We're going to go from 2 lanes to 4 lanes. We're going to go 4 lanes to 2 lanes that way, and then we're going to go 2 lanes over to the right. And then we have 2 lanes and 1 lane. Those will go, that'll go into 3 lanes. Got to be careful about how you place these sometimes, because sometimes I'll shift it and not realize it. And then it'll get thrown off. See what I did there? See what happened there? I don't like that. But I'm going to have to deal with it. But do I have to? Like, do I really have to? Actually, as a matter of fact, we can go ahead and keep that to 3 lanes down to 2. Curve round. Come this way. And then let's go ahead and grab our parallels here in a second. We're going to upgrade this to 3 lanes. We're going to upgrade... Uh-oh. Okay, we're going to have a couple edits in here because the dogs are barking. They're a little loud today, unfortunately. It's okay. I'm recording this a little bit later than usual, and at this time, it's typically when my partner comes home, so that's why they're a little rowdy. I'm gonna need to get rid of this bridge for now, because I'm gonna have to upgrade this. And then I'm going to have to redo I hope I can redo this. Page up. Ooh, this is going to be difficult, I think. Page down. Turn all the snapping and everything off, please. I don't know that this is going to work. It is not. Can I not do... No. Am I able to do something like this and then go in to it? No. No, I think what I'm going to end up having to do is... Let's get rid of that. And then let's go ahead and put an intersection in here. So teardrop roundabout, is that? Yeah, that's what I want. And overlapping items. What is overlapping? Okay, I need you to not overlap. Oliver, don't, Oliver. He's over here woofing. Bubba. He's like on high alert right now. He's completely ignoring me. It's golden doodles. It's what they do. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to put that right up against that, but what I can do... Ooh, that's going to throw this off a bit, isn't it? We're going to try it. Can I slightly... Nope. I'm going to go right there. Ooh. Ugh. This is going to be ugly. Well, maybe not. Maybe not. We might actually be able to make this work. I mean, it's going to be a bit of a curve. It is definitely going to be a bit of a curve. But if I go here and straight on, and that's with both of them. Hang on, let's turn parallels off real fast. This is literally going to meet right up with it. We're going to see how this looks. That's not half bad, honestly. It really isn't. That actually works. I don't like how the underground is here, because that's a little wonky. What is that? Okay. Nope. Nope, that's just... I don't know what that is. That's fun. Oh, that's amazing. That's, yeah. That's okay. I'm gonna leave it. I'm totally gonna leave it. Let's get this connected. So upgrading that, let's upgrade that. So those will go straight on. So that's pretty good. And then I think I've learned my lesson with this, that we need to have... let's go ahead and put all my snapping and everything back on. We're going to have that come straight out to here. This is actually needing to be, what, a 4-lane two-way highway here. to there. And then we're going to have a roundabout, medium roundabout here. Yeah. That works. Then we're going to do the same thing over here on this side. We're going to take this road straight out. We're going to upgrade. Nope. 4-lane, 2-lane highway. So there. With a medium roundabout. Then we're going to have an avenue that comes down this way. And I'm probably going to have that avenue come down this way, extend itself around. And then we're going to have some type of connection in here. I'm not entirely sure how that's going to work. Because our other connection that we have, like this, is really good. This is going to come to a point to an avenue. The avenue is going to come round to here to connect to this, because this is also going to be an avenue. So this needs to be upgraded to a 6-lane divided road. Yes.
Whether you're into the classics or the more contemporary.
Now, that's also getting into our industry that's over here. This is going to have to handle that, but again, I'm still going to need... Interesting at how this is going to work. Now, first question. Let's unpause the game. And then let's see how traffic starts to flow into the city. I know some of these cars probably already have their paths in a direction that they want to go and everything. But this is going to be a really good addition to the city. This is going to give a really good downtown area. And then I think what I'd like to do... How big is this rail yard? It's pretty big. That is pretty big. But here's the thing. No, it's not going to go there. It's going to have to go... Oh, it's just too big. It's so big. Why? Why is this so large? I mean, I could put it here, but that's just too much. We're going to have to think about the rail yard. We may need to put the rail yard actually out here. We may need to build this area out to accommodate what we need to do, considering the cargo hub is here. We have a train line that's going in this direction. We have a train line we want to get up here. So we're going to have to think about that. Let's finish what we're doing here first. And we'll get all of our grid lines and everything laid out and figure that out too. So what I'm thinking is we're going to need to do some upgrades with this city. Let's do a large roundabout here. I have a 6-lane road coming down this way. Let's go ahead and upgrade all the way down through here. Because what I'd like to see is traffic flowing through these areas. I know these people are not going to like me because of this. However, city's got to grow. You know, the city just has to grow some way or another. Plus, that'll give us a main thoroughfare that comes down. We'll go ahead and get this to come down this way. I think what I'd like to do is I'd like to get some sort of on and off ramp in here somewhere, somehow, some way. Not the best at designing those myself, but we're going to figure it out. I do want to take... So this avenue is going to need to connect to this. If we just do the cheat and do this, that doesn't work. That does not work whatsoever. I mean, you know, I'm just being cheeky at this point. Okay. Now what I'd like to do is we're going to get rid of that road. We have, oh buddy, a lot of traffic coming down through here. Huh. This definitely needs to be upgraded. I feel like it's going to need to be 6 lanes. But I think it's going to have to be just this part. Okay. So I can't do that. It has to be like this. So that should help the traffic flow a little. Let's get a larger roundabout in here. Do I want a very large? Potentially. Yeah, let's go ahead and do a very large one. Why not? It's going to have to accommodate a lot of traffic. Let's see. We've got a bunch of traffic coming in here. Okay. Question is, do we replace this intersection with the roundabout and destroy some buildings? I really don't want to do that. If I would have done that in the first place, it would have been fine. Can I get away with potentially a smaller roundabout without destroying that building? Probably not. Like, even if I go with a small roundabout, it's not going to do anything. Okay. Alright, we're going to have to do it. Oh, overlapping items. You have to move. Move 2 just to be safe. Are you for real? All right, let's move it 2 more. Seriously, that is nuts. Okay, now we can do it. Goodness. At least the buildings are going right back up. I mean, that's the good thing. Oh, the bad thing is that we're also going to create a lot of traffic issues in this roundabout because of all the people that are going to be walking through here. Ugh. I don't think we thought that through too much. It's okay. It's fine. Now that we have that established, let's go back into our roads. Let's go ahead and get our large road that we have. And then we're going to go... Oh, hang on. That is not connected at all. So we're going to take this down. I'm going to come straight down this way. Then I'm going to curve it. I think I'm going to have to buy... Yeah, I'm going to need to buy these 2 tiles up here. Actually, I'm going to buy all 3. Because we've got to be able to get in here. I mean, we're still making a bunch of money, so that's all that matters. And then if we look at this, if we come in here and look at this, we've got a nice different level of groundwork going on here. And then we're going to have, let's go back to this. I'm going to pause the game again. Because I feel like we have some issues in the city that we really need to take care of. And we'll get there eventually. So let's go ahead and get this around, and we're just going to follow the coast a bit. And this is going to be our main thoroughfare that's coming through the city. Ooh, idea. Here we go. So then this... See, this is what happens with inspiration. Inspiration will just strike at any moment. So I think I want to take this up. And I want to see... Let's see, it's 191. Let's go 181 meters. And then we're going to go back down into here. 200 meters. Okay. It's pretty close to there. And then we're going to build, yes, a very large roundabout into there. Okay. That is fantastic. And then next thing that I want to do is we want to look at this connection right here. And I want to be able to have that connect to this avenue as a means for people to come in and out. But what I'd like to do is I would like to make sure that these are upgraded to 3 lanes, first and foremost. And then I'm actually going to have this go into 2 different intersections. So I'm going to have this go here. And then this is going to go... Nope, I don't like that at all. I think that's awful. Get rid of that, that, and that. Let's see if we can't do... Four-lane, two-way highway.
Hi guys, Liz here. Loving those harmonies. Let's keep the mojo going and queue up for the
And then we're going to go...
touch that dial.
Hang on, where am I at?
We're live, and we're getting reports about a traffic accident somewhere.
So I think I want to do something like that.
And traffic flow should return to normal. But if you're planning a quick trip out,
And then we actually need to downgrade this
If you're in it, you already know about it. No use
back to where it was.
Meanwhile, expect delays and drive safe.
a housing shortage is driving up prices in the area.
That's right, Glenda.
And then this should connect like that.
Good news. We're joined today by an expert guest.
I'm actually okay with that. I like that.
So a housing shortage is
And then we need to have a roundabout here. All of my major intersections are going to have roundabouts. Like they just have to. They flow a little bit better. At least most of the time. As long as things are built properly. And, you know, we kind of do that, we kind of don't. But there we go. Now we've got everything connected. We have a main avenue coming down this way, connecting to this, coming through around this way, connecting to over here. And then that is going to continue on through this way. And then down through here, this is where we're going to end up putting... Oh, and this is the edge of our city. So this is where we're going to end up putting maybe some forestry industry over here, potentially. And then some housing additions over here around the lake, I think would be really cool. For now, though, we're going to look at next steps. We are way over time with this video, but that's okay. We've got our infrastructure, our main bones set. So what we'll be able to do in the next episode is we'll be able to go in and start filling in this stuff. I'm going to go ahead and buy this other square here because we're still making a lot of money. So if we have some money to spend, I'm going to go ahead and do so. Because as we start building and as we start growing, we're going to be able to make more money. We have a couple things we need to accomplish now. So we have a rail yard that we want to put in down here because of our cargo harbor. So we want to be able to make sure that that is interconnected to this as well. It's probably going to end up going a little bit more over here due to the nature of where this is and then where the railroad tracks are here and here. On this side of the highway, the avenue, we will keep that industry. On this side over here, we are going to keep this residential and commercial. I think that we have some opportunities available to us to have a nice commercial area in here, potentially some offices. We're going to be able to have a really nice downtown area in this area too. I definitely want to focus on the larger scaled buildings throughout here. And then with our offices, we're almost there for a small city when it comes to skyscrapers, which I'm so looking forward to. So we're going to need to keep that in mind when it comes to this area over here. It looks like small city is our next milestone, and I think that is our next milestone. We don't need too many more experience points to get up there. So I'm really, really excited about that. We also have a lot of things we've got to look at. So garbage processing isn't too bad. Healthcare is meh. We're definitely going to need to look at some points that we have, some development points. Let's look at a hospital. Go ahead and unlock that for the next time as well. And then transit. Oh, goodness. Transit. Our bus network is awful. We're going to have to rework that. We've got so much that we need to do. It's absolutely insane. Services for police aren't too bad. Fire is decent. Average fire hazard right now is 31%, so we're going to need to invest in that a little bit. We're going to need to get some green spaces as we start building up and everything with our stuff. And then we're also going to need to look at education. Elementary school is elementary school, I mean, all of it, just all of it is awful. So we're going to have to get some education in here as well. But that is all I have for you guys today. I completely forgot at the beginning of the video. If you've made it this far, give it a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell to get notified of when I upload videos. And don't forget, there is a link down in the description below for my new candle business of RPT Candle Company. The scents are amazing. You guys will love them. And if you look in the description below, there may be a discount code available to you. There may be. Take a look, find out. I'll flash it up on the screen here as well. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.